Let's go.
Welcome to the Pitt Legend Podcast. I'm your host, Jermaine Dixon. To my left, you got Gary McGee, fresh out of Anderson, Indiana.
Yes, sir.
The A.
Yes, sir.
That bum has jersey behind him.
Yeah, you see what time it is. It's a bang, too. It's a body. He had to move out the way.
Next to him, we got LeVance Fields from Brooklyn, the general. Got big shots behind him.
You see it.
What's that? Is that your high school picture?
That's my high school picture, man. Hall of Fame, man. It's a variant. You know how we do Brooklyn.
Only because of Hall of Fame, I'm going to keep my jokes to myself. Salute.
Hey, we all got to pass, man.
On Saturday, Pitt took a tough loss, 82-78 to Louisville. At home, we was on a 14-game winning streak. First loss in a while. G, what was your analysis of the play we got from the bigs in the game?
My analysis of the bigs in the game, we didn't really get as much production as I would have liked. The Twins didn't really give us much. Looking at it, they didn't score the ball. We got 4 points between the two of them. Cam, he had a decent game. He made some tough hook shots, some nice plays around the paint. Papa came off the bench, only played 3 minutes, got an offensive rebound and a putback. That was cool, but all in all, that we didn't get the production we needed. We were out-rebounded 41-26. So that's just not going to get it done in the ACC. Louisville, a team that's been playing pretty well. I think they were coming in on a winning streak, but we were at home. So, we like to defend the home court at the Pitt. We didn't really do a good job of that. Our bigs, they just got to step up. Defensively, they got to be more of a presence in the paint. Contest shots, even if you don't block them, do some more contesting, and rebounding is the main part that I would like to say. Our high rebounder was 5 from our bigs.
Who's that, Cam?
Cam had 5 rebounds.
Cam 5.
3 defensive rebounds. And when you get out-rebounded, that's a big part of the game. As y'all both know, we played, if we had a rebound in the game 41-26, it would have been 2-on-2 blackout drill for 30 minutes. Get 2 in a row or you're going to be in a frying pan. So that's just what I've seen out of those guys in this game. And I feel like they can do that. It's nothing that they're asking them to do that they can't do. Just playing with a little more effort and a little bit more enthusiasm, you could sneak and get a couple more rebounds.
When you're looking at it, who do you got Cam, you got the Twins. Papa don't really play much. So you expecting more from Cam? Played 30.
I'm expecting more for Cam. He's on the floor 36 minutes. I'm expecting him to do more. He can score the ball. Transfer from Florida State. I'm expecting him to produce more, especially on the rebounding side of it. He has to. He's the biggest guy on the court, decently athletic. You got to just have that hunger to go get a rebound. I mean, I'm expecting that out of him. With the Twins, I think they can rebound better too. They had 3 and 1. So
we went smart a lot because
we did.
The Twins, 10 minutes, 1 minute, Papa 3 minutes. That's 14 minutes between them. Zach played a lot at the four.
Yeah. And he did a decent job. 6 rebounds. That's not bad. Ask Moore, he played 40 minutes. 38 minutes? Yeah.
38 minutes. I thought Cam was playing really well. I feel like we should involve him more in the offense. And not saying it's right, but you were big. If I ain't getting the ball, I ain't going to give you everything I got. I might not give you everything on defense. Now, actually, Gary, you different, but y'all was a little different. DeJuan was really different, but y'all went and got offensive rebound.
For me, back when I knew that's how I was going to eat. I was going to score off offensive rebounds. I wanted to score, so I know that's
right.
Number one way you can eat, and you can stay on the floor. You get extra possessions. Coach going to leave you on the court. And so that me seeing the stats, you get some extra possessions. Coach going to leave you on the court. When we was playing, I get some rebounds. Dixon running box 35. I give me a touch.
Once in a while, box
exactly,
35.
Yeah.
But even looking at it, like you said, 44-31 rebounds. When he had 5 offensive rebounds, you said they had 18 or 17 offensive
Louisville
rebounds.
17 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, you're right. We definitely can't win like that. Lee, I'll let you bounce off of that as well. What do you think? What do you expect to see from the bigs to help us be productive in these games? Because I feel like we needed this win. Like coming off the Duke game where I didn't expect us to lose by 20, 25, 26. So I expected a better showing at home.
Like y'all both said, man, I just think we need a more physical presence down low. It's not a knock on them guys. I know they're playing hard, but we just need more. A lot of times, our leading rebounder is 5 to 6. With all due respect, I just feel like we need a guy that's going to go get 10 rebounds. Maybe you don't score, but that you dominate on the glass, and I don't feel like we have that. In the Louisville game, obviously I think that was what was the difference. Second chance opportunity. They out rebounded us 44-31, and they had 17 offensive rebounds. If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
you can't win like that. And it was a close game. We lost by 4. And I think a large part of that was due to the second chance opportunities they was able to get. Obviously, guard Rain Smith, he shot the lights out, 7 from 11 from the 3. So just once again, back to your question, the bigs, I just think we need a more physical presence down there. Also, what Gary said, we need guys to be down there. I mean, if not blocking shots, contesting shots, a couple times I'm just seeing like going up our chest. Like, I mean, guys gonna make shots, man.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are good. For the college, that's why they're in D1. But I just feel like,
We
block a
could just
shot
give him more.
or a hard foul, man. I need to see a little bit more. I know we're capable of it. I mean, we've seen the guys when we was out there. We've seen the work they put in. So they're more than capable. They just got to, just do a little bit more. That's all.
So even with that being said, Low shot finished with 24 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. He had 16 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. He shot 4 for 6 from the 3. Dunn off the bench played 30 minutes. He had 15 points, 8 rebounds. Zach finished with 8 and 6. Our team is led by the guards. Like obviously, this is what we know. It's been this way since Cape has been the coach. It's guard-oriented team. Levance, what did you see from our guards in the game?
We was talking about Jalen Lowe and our guards once again when we was talking about the Duke game and how if they're not if they both don't have good offensive games, we wouldn't have a chance. And both didn't have good offensive games, and obviously we see how that game went. Against Louisville, I mean, Jalen Lowe had 24 points. I mean, I don't think he played bad at all. I just feel like, if I'm not mistaken, he had 21 at the 7-minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was able to get, I think he was fouled on the 3-point play, so he got 3 free throws, but that was like 1:30 in the game, maybe 2 minutes. So that it's 5 minutes. Him out as our leading scorer at that point. I mean, I think can't go that long without being able to get a bucket. And obviously, I think Issue was 5 for 12. Didn't shoot horrible, but didn't have one of his better games either. Getting to the basket, a couple plays he usually finish, he didn't finish. And when our guards struggle, like you said, we guard oriented. It just makes it harder for us to win. Because they produce a lot of our offense.
Mm-hmm.
So them guys are not playing well. It could be a long night for us because I don't really know where else the offense come from outside of them two when they're playing well. Because when they're playing well, other guys play well.
Dunn as well. I think Dunn, obviously he just came back from injury. Like I look at him and I see him as like I was telling y'all guys, like I think he likes to get guys involved. He can hit shots as well. He shot 5 for 8, 3 for 4, 15 points.
Well, I forgot about Dunn. My bad, Dunn. It was good to see Dunn back out there off injury. He's definitely legs under. My bad, go man.
Yeah, I think he played well. And like I told you, I want to see him in the starting lineup, especially if we're gonna. My thing is, and I said this to y'all before. I think we're gonna have to play. We're gonna play small. I think that's just the way it is, and I think we can play that way in the ACC. I think he can be the guy that can facilitate the offense for us, and it allows Lowe and Ish to just be scorers. What they do best.
My thing with that, I was gonna say my thing with that. I like us playing small, but I like also starting with this lineup and then going small because sometimes you want to have a different look. You know what I'm saying? Because then you ain't gonna have nothing on the bench unless you just bring in Zach off the bench as far as scoring on the bench. Because you know what I mean. Last game, if you don't have Dunn, you get 4 points off the bench. That's not enough production. You know what I'm saying? If you go small, that means you take one of the twin that starts, put him on the bench. So you have both those off the bench. Then you got Zach at the 4, Dunn. You got the 3 guards, Dunn, Leggett, and Lowe. And then you got Cam.
I'm with you. I need to see Dunn in the starting lineup. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
I understand that because he has some great production. He's been having great production on the season. He's a veteran. He's been around.
He's a vet.
You know what I mean?
He's the vet.
He is the vet.
Oh my God, go G.
I was gonna say I feel like he's the leader of the team. That's probably the guy they listen to. One of the guys they listen to.
I think Jalen Lowe's he's the leader.
Yeah. You think he's the voice still? The voice too? You can be a leader without the voice. He's the voice too.
From what I seen, yeah.
Okay. I was about to say now I can vouch for that. Like watching him, and I didn't see him a lot last year. I wasn't around as much, and they said he was quiet. But
that's what I see.
When I went up this summer doing TBT, and I'm watching him, he definitely looked like he's everyone follow him.
I stand corrected.
But
I just want to say the main. Like I will agree with you that I see what you're saying with Dunn being more of a take a back seat from scoring. He don't mind. Whereas J Lo and Ish is obviously, I think they're score first guards rather than pass first, which is okay. And if I get why you would want Dunn in the starting lineup, so they could kind of just to focus more on and getting a shot than them having to make plays for others where Dunn could help in that area. So I mean, I don't think it's wrong either way. But I'm still with Gary.
But if we do it, how do we do it? How do you do that?
As far as bringing him to the starting lineup,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's playing 30 minutes regardless. I don't think he. I mean,
so you just do what Dixon thing. Just bring him right off the bench quick.
Yeah, I mean,
see how it goes.
Zach gonna play too, so I think it don't matter, man. So, and I don't think he'd have a problem either if Capel took that route and said, "All right, Darius Dunn is coming back into the lineup, and Austin goes to the bench." I don't think he'd have a problem with it either way. So that's a good thing right there.
Because, like you said, both of those guys, they're gonna play their minutes. That's the main. As y'all know, that's the main thing. As long as you playing, you ain't really. I'm not starting, but you want to start. But if you playing minutes, you playing. You out there. You can produce. Get your numbers.
And I guess we do need to get something from the Twins. So I guess it's good to leave them in the lineup because at the end of the year, we're gonna need them. We're gonna need some presence. Because I see us in the NCAA tournament. If we're gonna be there, they got to be something for us.
I wanted to touch back on the point you said about Cam. You're right. They need to get him involved more. I seen some plays where they ran pick and rolls, and he's a pretty good roller.
He's a good roller.
I seen Lowe hit him with a nice little lob pass over the top, like twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe we can get some more of those clear side pick and rolls, empty corner, and get Lowe going downhill to his left. For he likes to pull up like that way, and you have him rolling. Maybe we can get him some more looks. Because straight posting is good at times, but that's not really the game as much.
Yeah, no. So, I don't want him straight posting. I do like some of his mid posts, but we don't need it all the time. Also, I want to touch on. I got to talk defense.
For sure.
There's no reason why this guy is a straight shooter. Smith, what's his name? Rice Smith.
Make it rain, Smith. Rain Smith.
Make it rain, Smith.
Because he was making it rain on us. I ain't gonna lie. He had 7 of them things. That's crazy.
I do trust. I trust the coaching staff. Like I like the coaching staff. I trust Capel. I like what they do. Coming off screens, guys coming free. What is it called? We used to you guarding the ball. You trail the ball. You run the trail all the time, but when a guy come off, you guarding the ball. If the ball come your way, chill. Stunt.
You talking about stunt from the passer?
We don't stunt. We don't stunt. So now guys come free and like Duke did this a lot to us. Coming flying off, the big step up, they throw it backside lob off the big man. If we stunt the ball, then the big ain't gotta hop as much. I just think our team defense has to be a lot better. There's no reason this guy was not putting the ball on the ground. There's no reason he should fucking run off for 26 points.
It's crazy you say that because when you said that a play came right back into my mind, and it was a big play, out of bounds play. I believe we was up 1. We just hit Zach Wilson just hit the 3, like Gary was saying. I think it was 7. Yep. We tip it out of bounds, just their ball. OB out of bounds play. They run Rain Smith off a screen to the ball side of the out of bounds. And Ish is on the ball, guarding the ball. Our first rule, obviously, we don't want to give him a layup, but you start there. 2-second Mississippi, and you shade to the corner of a guard coming off, and Rain Smith came off naked. Cash.
That's in that. It was that in the left wing, left corner.
Yeah. That was a big one, especially because it's out of bounds play, and we set. It's like we know they're running some kind of action for him. So right there, we got to be more aware. Obviously, Ish being the senior, those are kind of plays.
I feel like the coaches. My bad, I cut you off. I feel like the coaches are teaching it.
Perhaps maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you don't want it to happen, especially when it ends up in a loss. But when you look back at play, that's why we always say film no lie.
Watch film.
We think about a lot of stuff, but when you see a play like that, you go, "Wow, we gave him back. All I had to do was you know what I'm saying?" So that's something I'm sure they showed in the film room, and something I'll be looking at moving forward, especially on if we in a crucial situation again like that. On out of bounds play on defense.
Who we got next? We play.
Stu Lawson's hurt, so I ain't gonna look forward after that. I was like, I don't know.
Wednesday we going against Florida State. Florida State.
At Florida State.
Yeah.
What they are?
They're 11-5, 2-3 in conference. They struggling in conference. They easy non-conference schedule, but that's the one we gotta have.
Got to.
Tough
road game, tough place to play too. So they got to come ready.
Definitely tough place to play. I know about Tallahassee. I got a lot of buckets down there. So
we played down there in my senior year. We beat them, right?
Yeah, I went off down there. We was. Hey, hold up.
Do I need to pull up the box score?
You ain't got to pull up the box score, but I'm gonna tell you this. No, I'm gonna tell you this. we
Right,
was
11 in our era was 20 on our team.
yeah.
Nah,
I'm
that's
about to say I
facts, though.
had pull
11
it
is
up.
loud.
G, pull it up. Pull it up.
You can
Listen,
have a loud 11 in our
we was down. We was down. We was hold up. Time out. We was down like 8, and I hit 2 back-to-back threes.
Yo, man, I'm not doing this right
I
now.
brought us back. I'm just saying. All right, I'm just letting you know what I did.
Yo,
I just want G to pull the stats.
You ready
That's
for it?
all
Y'all
I
ready
ask.
for the stats? Tell me when y'all ready.
Loud 11.
You want me to say the box score? I got y'all.
Say the box
It's
score.
coming out. Box
No,
score coming out.
start with Sam and Dewan first.
Loud 11. He had it. Loud
I had 11.
4 for 8, 2 for 5 from 3, 11 points, 3 rebounds in 24 minutes.
Who got that, me?
Nah, that's Jermaine Dixon.
Me?
I'm not gonna say your stats this game.
No, say him.
You're right. I'm gonna say him.
Say
You
it.
thought I wasn't.
I had 8.
Vance Fields, the general.
I had 8.
37 minutes, 1 for 10, 1 for 5 from 3 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds.
I think that's when I broke my foot.
No, you didn't break your foot while I was there. Stop.
Break your foot.
You didn't break your foot while I was there. I broke my foot.
I broke my foot.
I think about it now. When I think about it, that might have been the game.
No, it wasn't. You broke your foot the year before that.
I was about to say, how we won that game, then I seen it. Sam Young had 21 points.
No, I
Big
went
tip
off.
I had a big tipping.
I got a steal at the end of the game.
I had a big tipping. I remember it now.
D. Blair had 10 and 12.
That's what I thought I had.
G, what you do?
You already know I had
stats.
10 billion club. What they call it, 10 billion club. Zeros across the board.
Oh, you didn't play?
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Get a rebound.
Did I get a foul?
He can't get nothing. He just out
Get
there.
a rebound.
That's why I'm 1 for 10. He out there 6 minutes with me.
Oh my God! Don't do that.
I'm mad we didn't play in the AC.
That would have been fun.
Wow. You think it was better?
Nah, Big East is better.
Big East definitely better.
At our time, the Big East is the best conference in basketball.
But I would want to play down in Miami.
Oh, all right.
Maryland, just for me.
There's some nice.
It's a personal thing.
There's some nice trips.
Should have went ACC then.
Huh?
Should have went ACC then.
I could have.
Huh?
I was fucking with y'all on my visit.
Yeah, you know me and Brad always get the commits. So we always got it done. I think Dixon still owes some NIL for getting all those commits. I might have to hit his phone.
I got 2 people to commit, so I'm good.
Speaking of ACC play, Cooper Flagg on Saturday, 42 points against Notre Dame. It's an ACC record. He was 11 for 14, 4 for 6 from the 3, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 42 points. He had some highlights against Pitt, and he did look good. He's been up and down this year, but that right there, that was impressive. Gee, we talked about him being
projected number 1 pick.
What did you think of his performance on Saturday?
I mean, I thought it was, very special. ACC record, 42 points. We know all the greats that came through that.
All the greats.
You know what I'm saying? All the greats that went to Duke. You know what I mean? So it was special to see. I didn't get to watch the full game, but I seen extended highlights of what he did, especially him personally. His performance was amazing. He had some tough shots. They was running some ISOs for him, clear side ISOs. He had a nice snatchback jumper on the right. I mean, I think the kid is a really good player. He lives up to the hype. Everybody wants to see this, and he put on the show, man. That Notre Dame team isn't the greatest, but I mean, it's still a team that he went out there and put that work in against. So, I mean, it was a really special performance. Duke's a good team. Also, I want to say that too. We didn't touch on it, but I watched some of their games. They're one of the best defensive teams I've seen. That helps them get on the break and run. He gets out on the break and he's a special athlete.
I give you that. They're definitely a good defensive team. I wouldn't say they're a great team.
Defensively?
Defensively.
No, I'm talking about defensively.
Oh yeah, defensively they're really good.
Yeah, defensively.
Lee, what did you see from Cooper Flagg at all the talks we had all week about him?
I'm impressed by him, man. I think I wasn't giving him enough credit for just playing the game the right way. He plays the right way, has a real good IQ. He makes the right reads most of the time. For a guy his age, with all the hype, it could be a lot, man. And I think he plays the game the right way. So that's why you see him have 42 on 11 for 14, because he's not forcing anything, not taking any bad shots, playing within the offense, within the team. And that's hard to, once again, I know that's a coach's dream when you get a young player like that He's willing to play within the structure when he's that talented. And once again, you hear all these things about him. So as I continue to watch him more, I got to tip my hat to him that he plays the right way. He's really good. He's a special player.
Do y'all think he can lead Duke to a national title?
For me, I feel like college basketball is open. There's no real, you got Auburn, Tennessee. I mean, everybody's vulnerable, I believe. I mean, I think they got a shot at it. Could he do it? Possibly. You always know it's going to determine and depend on the matchups when it comes time to tournament time. It's surviving advance. One game, anything can happen. So I think it's possible for him to do it. But still, what is it? 16 games in the season. We still got some time left to see how it shakes down. And like you said, they're not as deep. Duke team, especially at the guard positions, they're decent. So the game always comes down to that. As much as they give the ball to Cooper, so it comes down to a guard making a play, down the stretch. So I mean, I think they got a shot at it for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. They got a shot. You know what I'm saying? More than anything, I do believe college basketball is open. That too, but it can go either way, depending on the matchups, depending on how healthy they are, etc. But it's a chance with his star power, the way he plays. They definitely have an opportunity as long as they're in there.
Looking from afar, he looks like he's a leader of men as a freshman, which is, like you said, is a coach's dream. Like, many freshmen is rare. It's rare. It's rare to find a freshman that's ready to be a leader of men, especially nowadays, because with everyone going into the portal and you got dudes that been in college basketball for 5-6 years, and everybody's going away from freshmen. Like, they're telling high school guys that you're out, you might want to go JUCO first. So to have someone being able to come out and everyone expected Duke to be really good, and then when you watch them this year, it was like, oh, they might not be as good. But for me, 14-2 record right now looks really good. And like you said, college basketball, the landscape is wide open. I definitely think that they can make a lot of noise as long as he's playing well. Standing around a freshman, the Vance had me watch kid from Georgia. Who's that?
So that's right. Give him my credit.
And I want to say his last name, Newell. G, give me his name. Come on, G.
I believe it's Asa Newell.
Asa Newell.
I hope I'm saying his name right. It's for the first name, Asa. We recognize his talents for sure.
I didn't watch Georgia much this year. When Vance told me about him, I checked him out against Oklahoma. I was impressed. Big lefty. He could score. He scored on the basket. Nice little jump shot. Played hard. I wouldn't know if I'd call him a defender, but he's playing hard. And then to watch their team, they're 14-2. And that's what made me say that. Like, who thought Georgia would be 14-2 coming off of playing 7-game stretch of playing top 25 team? Next week they got Tennessee and Georgia. And he's leading them in scoring. Gee, if you want to pull up his numbers for me.
I got you. I believe he's at right now. He's at 15 points and 7 rebounds. Shooting 58% from the field.
He's efficient. I'm
really efficient for a freshman.
I'm not saying nobody that ain't good, man.
That's legit. That's legit. You found something, man. You found something.
I know y'all gonna want to do the numbers. Okay. Yeah, he's well.
So what did you see from Levance? What made you say that? I mean, I got it from you. You made me watch them.
I saw him in this tournament early in the year, the tournament in Bahamas, Atlantis. He might have played against St. John's, I believe it was. Obviously, I'm watching the hometown team, St. John's. I'm looking at them, seeing what they're doing. And he just was doing everything. He could rebound. He brung it up a couple times. Very good around the basket. He was double-teamed, made the right play. He was on the glass on the defensive end. Seemed to be like he was very vocal. I mean, as a freshman, you got a guy that good, that's vocal. It seemed like he was talking to his teammates. His teammates was listening on both ends, going into timeouts when they had the camera on him. So I was really impressed. I saw him again against Kentucky, and that's when I was like, yo, man, this kid is all right. Gotta take a look at him because I usually don't try to judge him for first time. I mean, even though they say first impression could be everything, though, I usually kind of like to see somebody twice. Just because I think the first they could be a stinker, but the next time, I don't like to judge off the first game. Even though I'm a hard critic, I always give somebody a second chance, even if they did good. because you could be really great and then come back the next game and then not be that good.
Wet the bed. Yeah.
I like to judge you off of seeing you at least twice, and then I could be like, all right.
All right, so that means I got to see him again. That's what you telling me.
You can wait, but you're gonna have the same. It's gonna be the same bird.
I pulled up the stats that you were talking about, Lee. He had 17 or 18-5 that first game against St. John's, and then against Kentucky, he went for 17-7 in the upset. So that was
and that's what I'm saying.
It's legit. It's legit. Yeah, it looks like you had an eye on it. That's good.
My eyes don't lie, man. They still
good eye
work.
right there.
I'm thankful they still work, man.
Point guard. But even say that in the SEC is looking like
the toughest conference.
Toughest conference.
That's what they were saying, because you got Florida too, right?
Florida, Tennessee, Auburn, Alabama.
I saw
all them in the top 5.
I saw Florida last year. Barkley. I was like, oh, they're gonna be good. We played them, if I'm not mistaken, last year.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, they're gonna be all right. I think they pretty much everybody's back. I don't think they lost anything.
No, they didn't. Ole Miss, Kentucky, Oklahoma in the SEC now too, right?
Oh, no, they are.
I believe so.
Oklahoma, yeah, they was top 20.
Oklahoma is not Big 12 anymore. They SEC.
Wow. Big 12 cooked now, because Texas is SEC too.
Yeah, Texas SEC.
I'm out here slipping. Big 12 is Kansas State.
Who is the Big 12?
Yeah.
Stop playing, man.
K-State and Kansas. TCU.
Never leaving. VCU. You went over there.
Huh?
Who?
You said VCU?
TCU.
Oh, VCU, Dixon.
Yeah.
When you said VCU, I said, oh, that's why I'm about to say that's why they could give all their
Right, so they giving up that money.
That would have made sense. That would have made sense.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's why they could do all that.
42 men.
But that's the thing. College basketball about to turn to about to be 2 conference for real. SEC, Big 10.
Big 10, yeah. Big 10 is good.
It's gonna be just 2 conferences.
Them the best 2, honestly.
They're the best 2.
Because the ACC is
SEC and Big 10.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Football and basketball.
Yep.
But yeah, let's keep an eye on Georgia though. This week like I said, they play Tennessee on Wednesday.
I'm gonna try to check them out. I haven't been able to see them yet.
Actually, the SEC is thick. Hold on, let me just run down that schedule. They play Tennessee Wednesday, then they got Auburn on Saturday. Then after that, next Wednesday the Wednesday after that they play Arkansas. Oh, yeah. Then run into Florida, South Carolina, and then Alabama. I ain't gonna keep going down because every
other game is a ranked opponent.
Every other game is a ranked opponent. It's crazy. Yeah, we keep an eye out on them. Asa, he definitely impressed me, but I save judgment against Tennessee when I see him again. And we can come back here. G, did you have anything on him, or you ain't?
I haven't been able to check him out yet. I've seen some clips of him, but I haven't been able to check him out in the full game.
He's not working that hard, man. Team got
kind of like you told us watch
Trey Johnson,
your boy Trey Johnson, and he didn't give us nothing.
And then guess what he did? Y'all should have tuned in when he played against number one Tennessee.
That's why I just
put on a performance. Yeah, you said 2 games. You should have.
That's why you do right there. Perfect. You got it, because it could be like that, man.
And it was loud 26. Loud.
I don't like.
They lost though.
I don't like when I gotta watch the game when it ain't right though. I don't like that. I want to watch the game when it's going down. When I'm like, whoa.
I know. G had me stay up for that game.
Me too.
He had me stay up for that game, but I seen him play before, so I kind of knew what to expect. But he definitely.
See, I ain't know nothing about him. I'm just.
What would be your assessment of his game, man? Like, what did you see the times that you seen him before this game? The one that the last one.
For the last game?
Yeah. What was your thoughts?
Score.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to get to the basket. Got a nice jump shot. Not a strong handle, but he knows how to get to where he wants on the court. I don't know what his shooting percentage from the 3 is, but when I seen him play, he shot the ball well.
No, he shoots it well. I think he's a 40% guy. I'm pretty sure.
40 from the 3?
I'm gonna give you the numbers now, but I'm
yeah. Well, when I seen him play, he shot outside of the
41 from 3.
Yeah. So I seen him shoot it well. He's definitely a player. Yeah. 19. He's definitely a player. He can go. But like I said, I also seen him in high school. That was the thing as well. I seen him in high school.
Seen him before he got to college.
Yeah, I seen him before he got to college. But I seen 1 game in college. I seen 2 games. One was good, one was bad. So save judgment. And I thought Texas, they're playing good. I thought they would be better. But I was shocked to see that he's their top scorer, probably their best player.
For sure.
But we'll see. We'll see. I like him though. I like his game. I like his game. Definitely should be in. He should stay in college. I hope he don't.
Who?
I thought
Who you
Trey.
talking
You think he going?
He's out of there. What are you talking about? What? Are you
Yeah.
serious? What?
You
Why
ain't
are you
like
staying in college for? What are you staying in college for? What's the, I mean, of course,
Because I don't want him.
good. He top
Huh?
10. He top 10. Easy top 10.
What's okay?
He's six. Hold up, he's 6'6". He can pull up.
Okay,
Got a pull up
listen.
jumper. He got
Hold up.
size. He got decent athleticism. He getting buckets. You know what that is. That's
You're right.
41 from three.
Everything's screen. I'm going to the league. I get it. I'm not mad at it. I just think it would be good for him to stay in college. That's all I'm saying. But how can I say that when I said Bronny should be in the league? So whatever. But we're not going to take it there. We're not going to take it there.
We talking about college.
We're not going to take it there. Got it. I said we're not going to take it there. We got it. I would like to see him stay in school another year. But you're right. He probably won't. Big win for Maryland against UCLA. I said before they couldn't get no big wins. I had an argument with my guy. I was like, he had some people, I'm Maryland, everybody. They like, yo, we going to the tournament this year. I said, how are we going to the tournament? They can't win a big game. And he was like, UCLA. They got the win. It's a big win for them. I don't know if the UCLA win towards the end of the year still would be considered a big win. But it was big now. And I'm a fan of Derek Queen, so I'm always rooting for him in Maryland. He didn't play well, but they still got the win. I don't know how much y'all watch Maryland, right? But they have a really good team. Pull up Maryland stats.
I've seen a little bit of them play, a little bit of that game, some of that game. Seen some highlights, seen the game clipped, and I like that. It's a pretty solid team for me. I like Julian Reese on that team. Leader, roller. You know what I'm saying? Rebounder, plays strong, nice player. Gillespie's tough.
Well, that's why I wanted you. That's why I wanted you to watch it. Pull his stats up. Gillespie, he's probably their best. He's probably their best player. He makes them go. And he had 27, right, against UCLA. When he plays well, they could be really good. The only thing that I didn't like, and I told y'all, I think they should open this floor up more instead of playing two bigs. But someone made a point to me that you probably need two bigs or they would get killed in the Big Ten without those guys. But I was happy to see Maryland get that win. And I said to y'all before, the Villanova win looking better now. Since they starting to pick it up and they got a big win. We had to talk about their win over UConn. Lee, have you got a chance to see Maryland play?
Yeah, I was able to watch them play against UCLA because we was
okay.
Remember me, you, and Ricky was talking.
Yeah.
And I was like, we got next game. He said UCLA. I was like, they ranked, right? He was like, yes. I said, let me watch this game. And, obviously I've been following McQueen because of you and how much you've been talking about him, and he's been playing really well. It wasn't his best game against UCLA, but like Gary said, he likes Reese. Reese was really good. He had a double-double. So obviously picked it up for McQueen not having his better game. And like you said, I just hope UCLA could start winning and this game looks as good as it needs to look down the road because not to take nothing away from Maryland, obviously, but it looks like UCLA might be spiraling a little bit. You've seen the comments with Mick Cronin and what's going on. So I know he's just trying to get a spark out of his team to play better, but in case they don't later on in the year, this UCLA win might not look like much. But for the time being, big win at home. They did what they needed to do. Obviously, good for them. Hopefully, they can keep it rolling and keep going from there.
Looking at the stats, you wanted them. They're getting great production from their starters. All five in double figures. You got 16 for Queen, 14 for Gillespie, 13 for Reese, 12 for McGill, and 12 for Rice. That's just your whole starting lineup's averaging double digits. You're doing pretty well. Yeah, I like that team from what I've seen. A little bit I've seen of them. I've seen some highlights of them a couple times. Watched them like games, a little bit of the game before.
What's their record in the Big Ten?
They're 2-3, but their losses are two of the teams was ranked. They lost Marquette at Oregon and at Purdue. No, two tough places to play. And then they lost at Washington. So them two road games. Yep. Well, my bad.
And also, I have my boy Ricky Harris is on the coaching staff, so I want to see Ricky and
Shout out to Rick.
talking about that. Yeah, we having a conversation with Ricky.
Maryland, man, we already know.
Well, I'm not in Maryland.
Yeah, I know that's. I know they never won in your heart too.
We know.
I know
They
it's
not.
personal investments there. You know what I mean? Your brother won a national title there, bro. What you
Juan
mean?
definitely won the national title there, but I never had that much love from Maryland outside of Juan winning that title. I didn't care for
Hey,
Maryland.
by the way, I was sick when he won that title.
Why? Oh,
Man.
beat Indiana.
I
They
was
beat Indiana.
I was a kid.
I was glad y'all made it. Y'all shouldn't even made it, G.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
hey, they shouldn't have. They should have made it.
Jay Will choked.
Yeah, man.
And Boozer, what's his name? Was it
Jay
AJ
Will missed the
Moye
free
plays?
throws.
AJ Moye was out there bored,
I did
double,
not want y'all to
6'5"
make
big man.
I was pissed, man. I did not want Indiana to go Jeffrey.
Jared Jeffries was working though. Jared Jeffries was
He
going to
was.
work.
I was like,
He
ah,
was. Yeah,
man.
he was working out there.
Jay William was my crew, Duke. I ain't gonna lie. Jay Will,
Nah, that's a one of the
Lee, hold
only
up,
people
Lee. That
like.
was 2002. Oh, you wasn't getting looked at though. You weren't getting no looks yet.
small fry. I was
Yeah.
fresh off a broken leg. I was a small.
Hold up, you broke your leg in high school?
Yeah, I'm 8th grade.
Yo, you just get hurt.
Nigga get hurt all the
You
time,
injury
bro.
prone.
I don't know what we doing out here, man. But you know, if I'm out there, I'm going 160.
That's why I was talking to Gil. We was talking about boys scoring 26 for Louisville, and somebody wrote on Twitter, Levance, we needed you out there to guard him. I said, they talking about Levance need to guard. I said, Levance can't guard a soul.
Man,
Hey, we needed him for
we
offense.
was hot. We was hiding him.
We needed him for offense.
Close out on film.
You know, he said, well, Levance definitely chase people around screens.
I was better than you, man, chasing screen. You was
no, you wasn't. No, you wasn't.
I was a better trailer than you. I don't know
you
why,
wasn't.
but I was.
You wasn't a better trailer than me.
Yeah, hey, you was locking and trailing?
I was locking this
I
trail.
hear Sando in my head, lock and trail.
Trail. I think I got it. They was loving me one game. I was trailing McCartney, what's his name? Cal McCartney?
From Notre Dame?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
I was we played him at home, I think. I mean, he made a couple shots, but
He had a
overall,
strap.
I was like, he was having a run at that time too. So I was, New York, let me guard him. I was feeding the guard him like, and I was life in me, son, because he wouldn't stop moving, man. I'm like, never again. I think that was the last time I did that, actually.
Was it? No.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the whole, like, I was matched up with him, like, majority of the game.
Well,
no other guard I would guard. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You would have, like, a point guard. Nobody I would guard would move as much as he moved.
Like, You got it, what's the boy name from West Virginia? Didn't he run off the screens? Ruoff,
but still, I mean, Ruoff did, but not as much as Cal. Nah, not as much. Yeah. Cal was still more of a dead-on shooter than him, I believe.
He was. Yeah, he was.
So he was moving, bro. Like, I remember that. That was the last time.
Well, Gil definitely wanted to give you credit, but I was like, yo, they wilding on Twitter, talking about we need you, Levance, to guard this boy.
Y'all know what's up, man.
When I seen the message, I was looking for my act. They didn't say Maine Dixon. I'm like, what?
Right, Smitty. I know what y'all saw, man. Good job, man. Tape never lied.
Give me some credit. Jesus Christ. He did enough. Let me get something.
He was feeling that.
Villanova, big win against UConn. UConn's number 9 in the country, 68-66. Pushes Villanova to 11-5. UConn at 12-4. Me being honest, I didn't like what I seen from Villanova early in the year. And ever since they got leading up to conference, they picked it up, and now they rolling and getting a win against UConn. It's a big win. Like I said, that turned into a nice win for Maryland early in the year, even though I knew it wasn't playing well at that time. Did y'all get to watch the game? G, did you get to see the?
Yeah, I got to see it.
Nova. What did you see? What
did
you like from? Hold on.
Go ahead.
My bad, G, cut you off. I know. Let me just get to it anyway. You was talking about Dixon. What did you like that you seen from Dixon in that game?
Is that your cousin? Nah, no relation. You good? Oh, okay.
No.
But Dixon, man, I like him.
Seemed like it.
Oh my gosh,
you opened the door for it.
I knew he was gonna go ahead and do it though. That's crazy. Anyway, but Eric Dixon, man, I like him. He's a mismatch nightmare. 6'8", 265. He's pretty quick. Has a decent handle to be able to get by if you have a slower big on him. He likes to drive right. and finish with his left. And he was getting some buckets, man. I liked him. The other guy on their team, I forget his name.
Popular.
Pablo.
Probably.
Pablo's
Yeah.
a piece. Nice driver, good size. I think they're both seniors, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yep.
So they had that leadership. They've been around. They wanted to get that win at home against the two-time defending champs. You know what I'm saying? They had a lead early. UConn fought back, got back in the game. Dan Hurley, he runs some hell of a sets. I was watching some of the plays he ran. I'm like, dang, some actions. You just like, dang, how do you think of that? He knows how to get the low man involved, and so you can get easy shots and easy layups. He runs some good stuff. It was a good game, man. UConn could have won the game easily with Kalamba. He got fouled at the end of the game. 2 free throws, 2 seconds left. He missed both of them. He's an 81% free throw shooter. So you expected him to get one of those. And they said he had shot 145, I think 140 or 120, 140 what, 45?
43.
143 free throws without missing both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's tough. You know what I'm saying? That's tough, but that's a pressure moment right there. That's all the marbles on the table, you know. Was he on both of those teams that won those championships?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's a champion. He's been in those pressure situations, but, you know, you can miss free throws. You know, even the greatest guys, you know, miss free throws down the stretch of time. Yeah, so that was a good game. I also want to give a shout out to the dude, Solo Ball. I like him on UConn. He's good. Number 1. Yeah, he's a good player. So, yeah, that's what I seen from that game. It was a good game. Went down to the wire, back and forth. Villanova had the lead. UConn fought back as we knew they were going to. Yeah, their guys made big plays. Seniors.
Lee, I want to ask you, what was your takeaway from UConn? UConn seems to, the past 2 years, it looked like they've been running the table. They beating people by 20, 30. You know, they lose some guys this year after last year. This year, they fighting in games. Even games that they won, everything is close. So what are you saying from UConn this year?
Back-to-back champs, so they're getting everybody's best shot. You know what I'm saying? Every game they're playing, everybody's trying to prove something. Trying to get a win against the national champion. So I think they're doing a pretty good job. I mean, it happens. You could lose a close game on the road. I mean, but because it's UConn and they're back-to-back champions, things are magnified a little bit more. But they're 12-4. You know, I think they'll be there when it's all said and done because of being back-to-back champions and having experience on the squad still. Once again, we're talking about a game they lost when they had a chance to win with a guy who shoots 81% from the field, free throw line. And unfortunately, he missed both. Like, they still had a chance to win. They out-rebounded their opponent by 11. So they're doing things that's really good on the floor. It's not like they're out there losing and they're playing bad. You know,
Right.
We never want to lose, but we know some of them games where it just don't go your way. But you like how you battled and how you played. So I think UConn isn't doing anything wrong. You just keep riding the ship. They'll be fine.
Yeah, it's good to hear you say that. I said the same thing. I think it's good for them to be battle tested now, especially with some of they got a new roster pretty much. Like, yeah, they got some returning guys, but they brought in a lot of different new guys. So I think it's good for them to be battle tested now. And I still look at them like they could win the national title. Like end of February, March, they definitely can go on a run. Yes, I like UConn. I like what I've seen from them. Tough loss, like you said, but it happens. Yeah, really good team. Really good team. Great coaching. Dan Hurley is he putting his name. Yeah, early.
I don't think they're good enough to win it though this year.
I mean, we'll see.
Well, like you said, it's
the reason
wide
I say
open.
that is because
It's wide open.
They had some great their guards are good this year, but last year
last year
I'm
they
only
were
agreeing
dominant.
with me too still because once again they're back-to-back champs. So until they're gonna be in a tournament. So
no, they're gonna be in a tournament.
That's my point. Until they're knocked out, we just gonna leave it open. I mean,
I like to make predictions. Make a prediction. I'm predicting they don't win it.
Well, that's
all I'm saying. Because I'm just saying from what I've seen by them, they're more vulnerable this year than they were last year.
That's
definitely.
I agree with that too.
They don't have a Castle or Tristan Newton on their team.
So. Well, I'll say this: 100%
or
sure.
Klingon, the big man.
Yeah, 100% sure they're going to the Final Four. 100% sure they're going to the Final Four.
Nah, I ain't going there. That's the main win. I'm good. You asked for it.
You asked for it. I'm telling you.
Don't. What?
Put some money on it then. What you mean?
I'm ready for it. Bruh, they got the best coach in college basketball.
No, he's been pretty good too. Kamani Young, shout out to New York.
All the years that all the years that Coach K was considered the best coach in college basketball, they didn't get to the Final Four all the time. I don't think they have
You want me to
team.
have this conversation? I don't want to have this conversation right now. Do you want me to have this? I don't want to have this conversation right now. Do you want to? I don't want to do it. I want to leave. I just want to know what you think of Villanova as a team.
That was my first actual game watching them. I mean, other than that, I pretty much seen the box scores. So, you know me, I like to see a team just like a player more than once. I can't just go off one game, but they're led by seniors. So you always want that kind of leadership when, you know, you're heading into the tournament or trying to make a tournament run. So I think they just got to keep building. Cal Neptune is a great young coach. Obviously,
was he on the staff at Nova when we played?
I believe he was.
Okay.
You talking about the head coach there?
Yeah. I believe he was with Jay Wright. That's what I was about to say. So
Yeah.
he has that pedigree. He knows how to win. He's been around with them teams that won national championships. He's just continuing to build his name and do it his way now that Jay Wright's gone. So, you know, that thing takes a little bit of time, you know, obviously. But I think they're going to be all right. They're going to be in the thick of things in the Big East. I know it's not one of the most heralded conferences no more like it was when we was there. But I think it's enough there for if they do what they need to do, they'll be there in the tournament. And then from there, like we said, anything's possible, man.
Your senior year, why couldn't we beat Villanova?
Here you go, man. This is why I'm saying they got winning pedigree. They always figure a way to beat us.
Why can't we beat them?
I don't know, man. They just always did something at the right time, man.
I know why we couldn't beat them at Nova.
I do too.
Point
Somebody about to pass out. Had water on his neck.
Yo, think about it. They had us play in an old gym. The last.
Hey, I'm gonna give you that one though. You right though. That's
it was hot in there.
It was playing in an old gym that's about to get torn down.
What is that? What am I doing in there? Come on,
the Spectrum.
Couldn't breathe. No ACs. Like what was going on? Gotta always mention that, man. That was a bad gym, man.
That was a bad gym, but I know reasons why you was like that. I was with you the night before.
Son, the road trips. Hey, listen, man. You gotta do something to decompress. Okay?
Talk about it.
Whatever your vice is, man.
What was your advice? I want you to say it. What were you doing? Tell us
that water.
That water. You heard him. Hey. The water. We don't want
not this water chat.
You know what's going on. Man. It's time to get active.
Me a fucking towel.
Who else said that to Nick?
The manager.
It was the manager.
Oh,
Nick was on the team. It was
Nick was the manager that year.
It was Nick, bro.
No. It was Nick. You're right. Yeah. Nick was on the team with us my senior year.
Nick got it right too.
That's who put it on.
Hey, Nick was making sure boys is right though when he was the manager, boy. For sure.
Oh, that's too funny. Man.
Shout out to Nick.
Yeah. Are you ready to turn your college basketball knowledge into cash this season? Join us on the Pitt Legends Show, where we break down the action, predict the top performers, and share exclusive insight to help you dominate prize picks. Whether you're banking on those big-time scores or betting on the underdogs, Prize Picks is the easiest way to play daily fantasy with your favorite college basketball star. Here's how it works. Pick 2 to 6 players, predict if they'll go over or under their projected stats. Win up to 100 times your money. Today, I am going with Mark Sears of Alabama, less than 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Cooper Flagg, more than 28.5 points and rebounds. Alex Condon, more than 8.5 rebounds from Florida. Norchad Omar, more than 23.5 points and rebounds. I'm going with more for Caleb Love, 19.5 points or assists. Also, I'm taking Eric Dixon for more than 28.5 points and rebounds. Tap into your basketball IQ, make your picks, and let's win together on Prize Picks.